What do you want and why do you want it and why do you do what you do? Could they be really good questions? I'm in the library where there's a lot of information about how to become successful. There's a lot of knowledge, there's a lot of wisdom. If you read all the books in this library, you'd be highly educated in the ways to become successful, financially free, have a career or business that you love, be really good at your sport, have a great mindset. Also on the wall in this office is a big pile of certificates, and we also have a cupboard full of certificates, qualifications, achievements. But should our training and education lead to certificates on the wall, or should our education, training and learning keep getting us better at what we love to do the most so that we live our life every day doing what we love? And that's the thing that I'm here for every single day. I would love everybody in the world to have a career or business that they love, to wake up every day being really good at something, loving it and making money from it. That's the thing that you do to live on this planet. You love it and you make money from it. You're successful and profitable and you really love your career or your business. So it's a really personal question I'm about to ask. First of all, are you in that position, or do you have a lousy, stinking, rotten job? Do you do what you love every single day? Are you learning about it, training for it, educating for it, and getting better at it every day? And are you adding massive value to people's lives? That's the sweet spot for a successful business, for a successful career, for a successful athletic performance career. Everything is about, if you do it because you love it, are you more likely to want to get better at it and train for it and educate for it and do more ongoing learning for it? And if you do that, is it possible that you'll add massive value to people's lives, whether it's your customers, your clients, your students, your fans, if you're an elite athlete, if you have a gym, it could be your members. Do you want to get better at what you do so you can add massive value to people's lives? So that's what I do every day, and I'm asking you the personal question. If you're not doing that and you're stuck in a lousy, stinking, rotten job, why would you stay there? What do you want to do? What are you passionate about? And is it possible to do that? And of course the answer is yes. That's what I'm here for every day. That's what the Max Colleges does, is make sure that you have all the tools, an enormous toolbox full of tools with instruction manual on how to use those tools, and then personal coaching on how to apply those tools specifically to your business, your career, your sporting pursuits, what it is that you do. And I'm sharing that with you because regardless of whether or not you're an exercise professional or a builder or a carpenter or a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, it doesn't matter. You've done some education. The question is, are you an ongoing learner? And how much of your education have you applied? How much of your education that came in a toolbox is still inside the toolbox? And I'll just use the analogy because this happens to me every day. And I'm going to use the Max Colleges because we want people to be successful in business. We want people to have a successful career in whatever they do. So everything about our program in that toolbox of business success, success as an exercise professional, success as anything that you want to do, all of those tools in that toolbox are available for a lifetime. So this education process is not finish the course, get your qualification and then forget about it. And you can do that, of course. But I am an absolute passionate believer that whatever education you got, you forget stuff, you're in a different place in your life, a different situation will come up and you might have forgotten how to deal with that particular situation even though you learnt about it in your education. One of the reasons why we don't have classrooms is in a classroom when there's a lecturer speaking or a teacher speaking, you either take notes really fast, and if you don't take notes, it's gone, it's just gas in the air. If you do take notes, you're going to miss what the person's saying while you're taking notes, so you miss out on a whole heap of stuff. And it's going at a speed that may not suit you. It might be too fast or too slow for you. So that's why the Max program is, it's everything you need to do to have a successful career or business, everything you need to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life, everything that you need to be financially free, secure, to be wealthy, and everything you need to have great relationships, be a superb communicator, whether that's for your family, your friends, your partner, your members, your clients, your customers. The tools are all there. So here's the toolbox, and it's available to you for a lifetime. And if you went to university, if you studied to be anything that you're doing at the moment, whatever training or education that you did, you were also given a toolbox, yeah? So my question is this, and it's an interesting human nature question, and there's no judgment attached to it. It's It's just something that I work with every day. If you've got the toolbox, what are you going to do with it? Now, the people that I'm involved with every day, there are some people that get the toolbox. They even pay for it. They invest money in everything they need to have a successful career or business. And they never open the toolbox. So they've invested money in something that they're never going to use. And there's plenty of people on the planet that do that. Plenty of people buy shoes or clothes or cars or even food and they never eat it, they throw it away, or shoes they never wear, or a car they never drive. Okay, so that's a personal choice that humans are allowed to do. Some people buy the toolbox, they open the box, and in there, let's just say a round number, there's 1,000 tools. Now in the Max program, there's probably 100,000 tools, but let's say there's 1,000 tools. And they might look for the tools that they know how to use. So yes, I know how to run, and yes, I know how to kick a football, and yes, I know how to do a bench press. So I know those things, so I'm going to use those tools, and I'm going to apply them to my career or my business, to my life. So there's a knowledge barrier, because one of the biggest barriers to learning is already knowing. So if the only tools you use are the ones that you already know how to use, obviously you haven't learnt anything. And that's okay, because humans do that. There might be tools in there that you have never seen before, you don't know anything about them, you get excited about using them, and it might be 1 tool, 5 tools, 10 tools, 1,000 tools. So you want to try them all and you use them all. But some of them are uncomfortable to use, so you put them back. Some of them it doesn't work for you as a tool, so you put it back. There's the tools that you're comfortable with, you'll apply them to your business, to your career, to your life, and they will help you become successful. But here's a really interesting question. What if you decided that you wanted to be open to learning, you wanted to keep getting better, you wanted to keep training and educating and learning, and even if the tool was uncomfortable to use, even if you didn't know how to use it, even if you were uncomfortable to ask somebody, how do I use this tool? You want to make sure that you have access to every tool to apply to your business, to your career, to your life. And that's how we've developed our program. And I think if you're a great teacher or a great university lecturer, or if you're a great boss, a great leader, if you're a great trainer, educator, you'd want that for all of your students, wouldn't you? You'd want them to not just get a piece of paper and get a qualification and disappear, but you'd actually want them to be successful at what they've decided to do. So the Max program is designed exactly that way. Here's the toolbox. Here's the invaluable, uncountable number of tools. That toolbox is not going anywhere. It's available to you for the rest of your life. And there might be plenty of tools in there. And I'll give another example for the use of the tools. You might not need it now. But as an exercise professional, for example, you might think, well, I'm never going to train an elite athlete. And then an elite athlete comes into your life. So you need to go into the toolbox and find out how to train elite athletes. You might never want to train pregnant women, but then somebody in your client base becomes pregnant, and now you become very excited about helping them to be healthy, fit, and strong through their pregnancy. So you go and find the pregnancy tool. You might never want to open a business because you're working for somebody else, but you get to 20 years down the track and you go, oh, I really want to be my own boss. I really want to open a gym, or I really want to be successful at sales, or I really want to be good at marketing. And those tools will always be in the box. But not only will they be in the box when you're part of our program, is they come with an instruction manual. So everything that's in the Max program comes with a checklist, comes with a step-by-step written plan, video, audio, and everything's, because we all learn differently, I get that. Some people like to watch, some people like to listen, some people like to do, some people like to read. So everything in the Max program has a video and audio, it has a checklist, and it has notes, book, whatever resource you need to use that particular tool. But at our college, it goes another step further than that. If you don't like to read, watch, or listen, you can pick up the phone or send a text message and talk to the personal coach that's going to take you through the program. So I'll give you an example just from today. Somebody who had every desire to be an exercise professional in a gym, loved it for a certain period of time, but realised that they didn't want to work in somebody else's gym, they wanted to have their own gym. So now we're going step by step through the process of how do I lease equipment, how do I find a building to rent, do I want to rent the building, do I want to buy the building, how do I market my business, how do I make sure that I pick the right people to put onto my team, how do I pick the right equipment to put into my gym. That whole process we're going through now, even though when they started the program the only tools they wanted to use were the ones that showed them how to take a blood pressure, take a resting heart rate, and train somebody through a great gym program. So the toolbox from Max is available to you for the rest of your life. But the interesting thing, and the library behind me is a living, breathing example of that, is everything you've ever wanted to learn is available to you in learning form. Libraries are for free. The internet is for free. And then you can take the step from the internet to doing a program, to doing a university degree, to doing a diploma program with Max. There's lots of different ways to become educated. But you never ever have to go without the tools. The tools are all there. So there's no excuse not to have a career or business that you love. One of the things that people say when they come to Max, which is very disappointing to me, they say, I don't need to learn anything, I just want the piece of paper. I've learned everything already, I know everything already, I just want to get qualified so I've got a bit of paper that I can stick on the wall. Well, they're, of course, the people that we don't accept into our program, because particularly when you're involved in business and you're involved in the human body, that information is evolving all of the time. I'm learning every day, and I've been doing this for over 45 years. So it's really important to me to keep learning, and I want to be involved with people that want to keep learning. But if that's the reason that you're going to do something, is it possible that you won't be as successful as you could be? If you say, I know that already, could that be the biggest barrier to learning? The biggest barrier to learning is already knowing. So if you have access to a toolbox, whether it's the internet, and I'm very careful with the internet, because just because you Google it doesn't mean it's true. Just because it's on Instagram doesn't mean it's true. Just because a doctor says it doesn't mean it's true. And please, I say that with great respect. But being an old lady now living on the planet for a very long time and being involved with many medical professionals, they argue all the time. So you might choose a medical professional that you'd like to believe, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they've got all the information or that they're telling you the truth. They might, if you follow the money, they might have a financial reason to be giving you that information. There's all sorts of reasons why people put stuff on the internet. So if you call yourself a researcher and the only place you're looking for information is the internet, I get a little bit skeptical about that. But I do get excited, however, if you learn your anatomy and physiology, for example, you can then assess a research study, a medical professional, information about food and exercise. You can assess it for yourself because you've got anatomy and physiology knowledge. And that's the beautiful thing again about the Max program. The anatomy and physiology toolbox is the biggest one and the most important one. Because if you learn the alphabet, you can then learn how to write, you can learn how to read, and you can learn how to write a book. And I just use that as an example all the time. The alphabet for the human body is anatomy and physiology. And if you learn that, you can and then will be able to understand and or ask better questions of medical professionals about eating, exercise, how the body works, how to get healthy, fit and strong, how to get rid of the horrible diseases in the world. So I always use this as my begging position. If you really want to have a career or business that you love, and you really want to add value to the world, or you really want to be good at it, or you just want to get paid a lot of money for doing it, is it possible that the people that get paid the most are the ones that are doing what they love? They keep learning and educating and training and getting better at what they do, and that then means that they can add more value to their customers, their clients, their members, their fans. Why do some people on a football team or any sporting team, some people get paid more than others on a professional team? Because they bring more money to the team, they've got more fans, they sell more merchandise, they sell more tickets to the game, because they're better at what they do. And the best in the world, and that's why I love being in my library, because I only buy books that are the best in the world. Who played the best? Who drove the fastest? Who sings the best? Who puts in the biggest effort to get the best result? And what kind of person is that? And they're the people that I've always studied. So if you want to have a career or business that you love, can you? Yes. If you apply a small amount of knowledge, a small amount of wisdom, a small number of tools out of the toolbox, you'll have a certain amount of success. But why limit yourself to a small amount of success? Why not learn everything? And that's been my mantra. Learn, laugh, huff, puff, live for me is my daily mantra. I want to learn as much as I can. I'm never going to know. And I've been studying anatomy, physiology, and how the human body works all of my life, and I still feel like I know a tiny bit. The only thing I know is I don't know very much. So here's my great and very personal question. If you want a career or business that you love and you really, really want it, are you going to get it, or are you going to limit yourself to a small amount of learning when you've got a large amount of knowledge available to you? And if you are a Max exercise professional, if you're a Max International Business Diploma student, you have a lifetime toolbox. You have something available to you for the rest of your life that will give you everything that you need to be successful. And it's constantly evolving because I'm learning every day. K-Man's constantly researching, studying, learning, analysing every single day. What we give you on a daily basis, because people say, oh, that's the program, how come we get a Max Bite every day? Because I'm learning every day and I would love you to learn every day too. So can you be successful? Yes. Can you have a successful, profitable business? Yes. Can you be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life? Yes. Can you have great relationships because you've got excellent communication skills? Yes. Can you be financially free and wealthy? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Can you live your life to the max? Yes, 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 yes. Live your life to the max. Keep learning every day. Woohoo!